Dear students, after studying about the importance of economics and various economic activities, now we are going to know about micro and macro economics. What is micro and macro economics? In general, micro and macro economics means it is the main classification in economics. Micro and macro economics. Now the question is, what is the difference between the two? It is to define micro and macro economics. It is also an answer to the question, what are the differences of micro and macro? Yes, micro means, you might have already heard the term micro, minute. What is minute means? Minute means very small. Similarly, here microeconomics means, micro means small. Micro means small. Therefore, microeconomics means it is not small economics. Here, economics studies the human activities or economic activities in a small way or in a small manner. That is called microeconomics. For example, microeconomics, it studies about individuals, society, etc. The jurisdiction of the microeconomics is very limited, therefore it is small. Therefore, micro means small or tiny. Microeconomics means, it studies the economics in a very small manner. It studies economics in a very small manner. It studies the behavior of individuals only, not about an economy or any other country. It studies the business activities or economic activities of individuals, then society. In a small level, it studies the term economics, or it studies economic activities of a human being. Therefore, how can you define microeconomics? Microeconomics is a study of decision making, very important term, decision making. Microeconomics studies making of decision or decision making to use resources by the smallest components of the society. Decision making while using resources in a smallest component. What is component mean? Parts. Components, I already told about individuals or society. That is the definition of microeconomics. It studies the decision of individuals, households and business firms. It studies about the individuals, business firms. What is business firms means? Business units, whether it is a shop or small scale industry or cottage, industry, and it also studies about households. Households. What is household means? Management of a house or management of houses. These are the subject matter of microeconomics. Therefore, microeconomics studies about the decision making while using resources. Here, resources means money. We know that resources are scarce. While using that scarce resources, it makes decision making about resources in the smallest components like individuals, business firms and households. That is called microeconomics. Therefore, microeconomics studies the decision of individuals, households and business firms while using resources. It studies individuals, business firms, households while using resources in a limited manner, not in a broad manner, in a limited manner. Therefore, it is called small. It studies only the decision making of individual. Business firms means business units, small business units and households, especially house. These are the subject matter of microeconomics. Yes, these are the scope of microeconomics. Now, what is the clear-cut meaning to define microeconomics? Please listen. Microeconomics studies the decision making of resources while using scarce resources of a smallest components. Another answer is there. Microeconomic implies decision making of a person or individual or society and business firms while using resources. Which resources? Resources are scarce. While using these scarce resources means limited resources, we have to make decisions in a small level, that is individual, society or business firms. That is called microeconomics. Now, the question is, which are those decisions? While studying microeconomics, these are the subject matter of microeconomics. Decision making plays an important role in microeconomics. Now, the second question is, which are those decisions? In each and every work, your father or mother or you yourself take certain decisions. All those decisions are not microeconomics. It not comes under microeconomics. Economics has its own decisions. Which are those decisions? The first decision is which wants are to be satisfied. This is the decision of a person. The first decision related to person or consumer or customer. What are those decisions? First one is which wants are to be satisfied. We have different wants. Which wants? You have to satisfy. Why? Because wants are unlimited. Resources or money, it is limited. Therefore, In a time we can't satisfy all our wants. Therefore, we give priorities to our wants. We can classify our wants, primary wants, secondary wants and other wants. Primary wants are considered as the most urgent wants. Therefore, in a personal level, we have to take decisions about which wants to be satisfied. Then how much price are you willing to pay? Which wants? First decision. How much price? For example, if you satisfy your primary want, that is purchase of a new shoes, how much price are you ready to pay that item to satisfy your primary wants or to satisfy your wants? That is the question. Here also the customer or a person, we have to make decision whether it is costly or medium or low rate products. Our resources are scarce. If you have enough resources, you have to purchase costly items. But some people are very poor, they can't purchase costly goods or costly items. Therefore, customers first to take a decision about which wants is to be satisfied. Second one, how much price are you willing to pay? Willing to pay to whom? To the seller. Third question is, how many hours? How many hours do you ready to work? To satisfy our wants, we need money. To earn money, you have to work. To satisfy your wants, purchase of shoes, you want money. To earn money, you have to work. Now, how many hours are you ready to work? If you lazy, you are not ready to do the work 8 hours or 9 hours. If you lazy, you have to ready to work only 2 hours. If you are not lazy, yes, you are ready to do work 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours. Yes, therefore, we should take a decision. How many hours are you ready to work? Next question, where to work? Where to work? Yes, you agreed to work. Now the question is, where to work? In which place? Whether it is in city or town or village or any other remote corner of the country. Where to work? If you are ready to work in a city, but your salary is very low, do you agree that job? Impossible. Why? Resources are scarce. More work and less salary. That is the intention of the owner. The intention of the worker is less work and maximum salary. Therefore, where to work, whether it is in city or village or in any other place, these are the decisions are very important. Why? The question. Why it is necessary? Which wants are to be satisfied? How much price? How many hours? Where to work? To get maximum satisfaction. Satisfaction. Here satisfaction means to get maximum consumption. Upayoga. Maximum consumption. How? By using limited money or scarce resources. These are the questions of microeconomics in a personal level or individual level. Now, if you are a owner of business firms, what is a firm means? Firm means nothing but industry or factory. Not industry, it is factory, small factory. Yes. Now, the decisions of a business firm or decisions of a business unit. These are the second set of questions of business firms or business units. Now the question is decisions about quantity to be produced. Decision about quantity of produced or quantity of production. Second question is decision about price. Decision about price. Third question is which goods and services to be sold. Which goods and services to be sold. Fourth one is decision on combination of inputs. Decision about combination of inputs. These are the decisions of a business firms or business unit. Decision making means making of decision while starting a firm or industry or factory. The decisions are the owner should take the decision about quantity of production, how much quantity should be produced, whether it is in a large scale or a small scale. That is the decision. Next question is price. To a finished goods, suppose imagine it is scale, now it is finished goods. Now the owner should fix the rate, fix the price. In economics that is called fixation of price. Who is the whole and sole here? Business firm or the owner. How much price should be fixed while selling the finished goods? Who make this decision? Business firms. Therefore, you should make decision about the price. But price should be just. What is just means nyaya bele. Price should be just. He is ready to sell his commodity or goods in a just price. Which goods and services are to be produced? That is the next question. Which goods? Whether it is furniture or garments, not government, that is garment, clothes or any other item. He should take the decision about which goods and services are to be produced. Next, combination of inputs. The finished goods means in economics that is called output. Output means finished goods. It is ready to sell. That is output. To produce an output, several resources are necessary. Without natural resources, we can't produce any production. Therefore, combination of inputs. What is input and output? Output I already told. Output means goods, finished goods and services. That is output. Input means factors of production. Factors of production. It is nothing but raw materials. Without raw material, we can't produce any goods and services. Therefore, combination of inputs. Which inputs should we use while produce a goods? Whether it is costly or cheaper. Who makes the decision? Owner of the industry or owner of the firm. This is related to, these factors are related to microeconomics. In a person or individual level, these questions are related to microeconomics. Now here the decisions are very important to satisfaction of or to satisfy our consumption by using limited money or limited resources. Now here, what is the importance of this? Why they should take these decisions? Because their aim is, it wants to produce goods at the minimum cost. The owner of the intention of the owner of the firm is, by using less cost of production, kadime utpadana vecha, by using limited cost of production, he aims at to get more profit. To get more profit by producing 5 rupees goods or product, his aim is to get 10 rupees profit. Therefore, cost of production is 5, his aim to get 10 rupees. Therefore, what is the cost of production? Selling price, cost of production and his aim or profit, that is 15 rupees. The major intention of the business firms is to make highest profit by using limited money. We the people, we are all customers. What is our intention? Our intention is getting more satisfaction by using limited resources. Next, the next question is decision about the fixation of price. Yes, now the third set of question is that is about the decision about the price fixation. I already told that we are aim at, while fixing price, it should be just. Yes, in market, different types of customers are there. Some are poor, some are rich, some are medium people or common people. The produced goods should reach all categories of consumers or all categories of people. Therefore, price fixation is a very important concept in economics and also in micro and both in macroeconomics. How the price is determined in a market? In microeconomics, price is determined in a market through the interaction of buyers and sellers. Who is a seller? Trader. Who is a buyer? Customer. Who is customer? We are all customers in one way or the other. Therefore, price is determined in a market through the interaction of buyers and sellers, or customers and traders. They should fix the just price. It should not go beyond our income level. It is within our income level. Then only people or customers demand certain goods. If it is costly, all the people or all the customers, they can't have the attitude to purchase goods and services. Now, these are the three subject matters of microeconomics. About the person, he should make decisions. Which are the decisions? I already explained. Now the decisions of business firms. Now about the market situation, that is a price fixation. Thus the microeconomics studies a small unit of individual, household and business units. Here business units means small units, whether it is cottage or any other factories. That is about microeconomics. Now macroeconomics. What is macroeconomics? Macroeconomics is nothing but its etymological meaning. Macro means large. Micro means small. Macro means large. Macroeconomics means large or total. Not social, total, large. Yes, in microeconomics, we study our individuals' economic matters, day-to-day business or day-to-day life's attitudes, or about individuals' economic activity. But in macroeconomics, we study about the economic activities of an economy. Here economy is nothing but country or nation. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರ ವಿಷಯ ಕಲಿಯುವುದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟು ಕಲಿಯುವುದು. Therefore it is large or a total. Therefore macroeconomics studies economy in a large way. Economy in a large way. The economic decisions taken at the level of economy as a whole are the subject matter of macroeconomics. What is the subject matter of macroeconomics? Decision taken at the level of economy as a whole. Here also the decision taking or decision making plays an important role. How? As a nation whole or nation as a whole. ಇಡೀ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರ. In the macroeconomics we study the decision of government. See, macroeconomics, it studies about an economy. An economy means country. In country, government here plays an important role. The major decisions on what? On economic activities are taken by the government. Which are those decisions taken by the government? That is fixation of tax. While we purchase goods or any commodity, we have to give certain amount of tax, GST, KST, etc. It studies about fixation of tax. Then about the unemployment, level of unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment means it is a situation where people don't get enough job opportunities according to their education qualification. Next about welfare facilities. Welfare facilities, that is the duty of government. It should furnish the primary or basic facilities to its citizens, including infrastructures also. Then about electricity, drinking water, parks, gardens, etc. These are the subject matter of macroeconomics. Then at the same time, it also studies about inflation. What is inflation? Inflation means rise in the price level. Another Maulya, the value of money is increasing. Not increasing, value of money is decreasing. That is inflation. If value of money is increase, that is deflation. Here inflation means government studies about inflation, means how to control this inflation. Then also promotion of economic growth and development. It also studies promotion. What is promotion means? Promotion means providing solutions to improve the condition of an economy, about growth and development. I already told the difference between the two. What is growth and what is development? For example, growth means micro, development means macro. Therefore, these are the subject matter of macroeconomics. All these decisions are taken by not any firm or any individual, it is none other than government. It also studies national income. See, the scope of macroeconomics is very large. National income. What is national income? National income is income of all the people in a country. All people's income, those who are living in a particular country, that is called national income. If national income is more, growth and development rate is also more. If national income is less, growth and development rate is also low or less. Then it also studies total consumption expenditure. Total consumption expenditure means expenditure made on or for consumption to satisfy our wants. Thus, the subject matter of macroeconomics is very large. Micro related to individual or a small business unit. Macro, it studies the whole economy, the problems, and it also find out reasons and causes and also solutions for fast growth of development. If the rate of development is fast, our country is called as developed country. If it is low, it is called poor country or underdeveloped country. Thus, the microeconomics and macroeconomics, both economics comes under the main chapter economics. Therefore, economic studies in a macro level and also micro level. Micro means tiny, macro means large or total. Sai Ram.